It's mid-October, which means it is officially gift-giving season, and Etsy is the premier destination for giftable, customizable products that we as print-on-demand sellers can tap into. And so I want to challenge us to look through the lens of giftable products in this fourth quarter to really capitalize on this surge in search interest. Now, when someone goes to Etsy and types in the word gift, they're casting a very broad net, and often they might not even know specifically what they're looking for. So they're going to trust Etsy to give them suggestions based on previous customer purchases that looked for similar keywords. My goal in today's video is to help demystify what it is people are buying when they type that word gift into the search bar. We're going to use real data to do this. Now, we're going to be looking at Profit Tree. They actually have a product finder built into their web app. If you guys aren't familiar with Profit Tree, by the way, they're the premier tool for tracking your profit on Etsy, but also one of the premier tools for doing Etsy research. They have a Chrome extension, but I actually really like the web app. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to start really broad. I'm going to type the word gift in, and it's going to go look at its massive database of Etsy products that it's tracking for some of the top performers on that keyword. Now, this is what I would call a gold mine. The products that you see here indexed on the word gift are generating about $350 million a month in revenue on Etsy. So in terms of a very high level lens to look through, I think the word gift is a great place to start. So let's check out some of the top performers. This shirt right here says dad tax, making sure it's not poison, front and back print. This shirt is doing about $167,000 in monthly revenue. Absolutely insane. Doing 6,500 sales a month. The dad niche is popular at least twice a year, right? You got Father's Day and then you got Christmas. And then of course there's dads that have birthdays throughout the year. That is absolutely insane. Use the link below this video to try Profit Tree's product finder for free today. The next one, custom canvas tote bag. And these look like it may be embroidery, but well, you can do tote bags all day on Printify. If you guys weren't aware, you could just type in the word tote to their catalog, and they've got a number of different types of tote bags available, you know, ranging from as low as, I think I saw one right there for like $7 for a basic cotton canvas tote. But they've got plenty of different ones. They've got the large eco totes here behind me as well. So yeah, explore Printify and their various catalog and try to marry it up to the highest performing products that you see here on Etsy. The next one, personalized baby sweater. I don't think we'll be able to sell with like that, you know, external kind of puff embroidery there. I don't even think that's really technically embroidery. What is this? A personalized men's travel kit. Now let's see. Do we have that in Printify? I know that they've got like makeup kits for women, but do they have the men's? So cosmetic bag. I'm familiar with that. I don't know that they have a men's one. They've got a zipper accessory pouch, business card holder, leather card holder there, anything, accessory pouch. I mean, you could call this one, I think this one would do it. The accessory pouch with T bottom. I think that would work for both genders. And then another makeup bag there. So yeah, that is something that I think is accessible. It's not going to be that leathery look that they've got here. By the way, this is generating $26,000 a month in revenue. Personalized hat. So hats we can sell through Printify and Printful. And the embroidery aspect, this is one edge that you have by selling through Printify, that they're not currently charging for digitization of hats. So if you type in dad cap, the best seller right now is the Yupong 6245CM. I've sold tens of thousands of these. And that's one thing that if you sell it through Printful, you're gonna have to pay that digitization fee. If you sell it through Printify, last I checked, they're still not charging for the digitization. So for reference, I went and checked Printful. They still charge $6.50, which all of my embroidery designs, I pay that the first time, then you don't have to pay again. But if you use their text tool, you only pay $3.95. This is one big edge on Printify. They are not charging for digitization. It can take up to 36 hours though, because I do believe it has to go through a graphic designer's desk. But once it's digitized again, then the next time it sells, you don't have to redigitize it. But I think that's a great way of setting yourself apart, using Printify specifically to sell personalizable embroidered hats. Because if you did that through Printful, it's just not viable with that additional fee. So let's move on to the next gift. Looks like personal handmade baskets. Yeah, that's probably not something we can fulfill. Toy rattlers, I don't think those are available. That external embroidery look, That's really cool. Now, I do know that like Printful supports the Puff 3D embroidery at a little bit of an extra charge. But again, that we're talking about custom gifts here. Probably not the best because you'd have to pay that digitization fee, or the text tool, you'd still have to pay extra fee. More makeup bags again. This time they're embroidered. By the way, these are absolutely crushing. These makeup bags are doing, you know, $8,500 a month in revenue. Those baby sweaters were doing $47,000 a month in revenue. So you can see a lot of these products indexed on the word gift are just absolutely crushing the sales. And, you know, we could get more specific with our query. We started very high level. This is how I like to start. Cast the widest net and then drill down into more specifics. So here's personalized jewelry boxes. Let's go ahead and check Printify for jewelry. Yes, so you've got jewelry boxes, jewelry box travel cases, and then actual jewelry have been added as well as a part of their new products. So really a lot of different and possible combinations here. Sell the jewelry and the jewelry box together. As I continue to research, I actually used Profitry for research from another video and came across this custom girlfriend shirt that's absolutely crushing. It's doing about $21,000, $22,000 a month in revenue. And I went into how to design this shirt. So make sure you're subscribed so you catch that video when I release it. I did a full tutorial on multiple different custom shirts that you can sell. Basically, you create the design template and then you just need to fill in with the graphics that your customer provides after the order. But this is just a massive opportunity and doing insane revenue. Now I want to show you the opposite way to do research. So before, we started by casting a really wide net and we just said the word gift to get general ideas of some of the best sellers under that word on Etsy. Well, now we're going to start with a product type that we can fulfill through Printify all day, like a coffee mug. Now, this may seem obvious, but one of the reasons I like this the most is, well, if you scroll down and you hit details here, and then you go to product variations, you'll notice that we can fulfill these mugs insanely cheap. Meaning when I say cheap, I don't mean the product's cheap. I just mean there is potential for really high profit margins for us, the seller. And hey, at the end of the day, that's why we're doing this, right? To generate a little bit of profit on each order. Well, if you have Printify Premium, you can sell the 11-ounce white coffee mugs for as low as $3.68 and then shipping them, which I usually just pass the shipping along to the customer anyways, cost between $6.09 for the 11-ounce mug or $7.99 for the 15-ounce mug. So I prefer to sell the 11-ounce, but I do make the 15-ounce available and I just adjust the cost as necessary so that I'm capturing the same profit from both orders. So I went to Profitry and I typed in the word mug after the word gift. So now we're looking at gift mugs, right? So we're refining the scope with which we are looking through. So you can see here, the top one, groomsman mug. Now it's not a coffee mug per se, and I could always add the word coffee, but Printify's got a massive assortment of drinkware. So why not just, explore this for a little bit and then we'll refine the search. So these groomsmen's mugs are doing $4,000 a month in revenue. This personalized pet ornament mug, which I can't compete with, doing $24,000 a month in revenue. These groomsmen tumblers doing $4,700 a month in revenue. Some more of these kind of higher end coffee mugs, not exactly what we're able to sell through Printify, at least not the one that I had selected. And stick to what you know. Honestly, the basic white mugs sell all day, especially in the fourth quarter. You just have to know who your target audience is. And there's no better way of collecting ideas of what is currently selling than using Profitry. Notice we're skipping right past the products generating 2 sales a month, 10 sales a month. We're going straight for the high end because this is representative of search interest. This is where the money is. Even if you try and fail in some of these bigger niches, a failure could mean 30 sales a month, which is a sale a day. I mean, sign me up for that all day. So here you can see the custom mugs. I'm going to skip past them because they're, not exactly what we can sell. All right, here's one. It says daily reminders that manifest. Does that say manifest that shit? So daily reminders, manifest that shit, mental health mug, daily affirmations. That's pretty funny. I like that design. You might need a little bit of skill to design something like that because it's going to need to wrap all the way around the mug. But that is definitely something that you can do. And rest assured, if you go into Printify and you open up you hit start designing, it takes you here to the designer. Notice the first thing they give you is the print area size right here. So it tells you need to design at 2475 by 1155 pixels. So if you wanted to try to compete, make an original version of this design, not version of, but make your own, inspired design that would rank on mental health or daily affirmation mug keywords, you can go ahead and do that. Just design at the right dimensions. So that's doing $4,400 a month in revenue. Your photo or logo here, front and back. That's about as easy as it gets, guys, because no designing involved. You just need to hunt your customer down and make sure they send you the images to add. After that, you're good to go. And that's doing just about $3,000 a month in revenue. And that's generated in lifetime over $100,000. So before you scoff at that, $3,000 a month, oh, that's not that good. Well, they've generated $104,000 lifetime. Scrolling past here, this looks like a basic one. Personalized retirement coffee mug. Every sip tastes like it's not my problem anymore. Happy retirement 2025, and then the name. Again, simple to execute. They have a premium price point on these mugs as well. As a bestseller, this is generating, what does it say? 189 sales a month for $3,242 a month in revenue. And it's done $51,000 in total revenue. Next step for me would be, I want to drill down even further based on the research that we just did. So I typed in retirement mug. You can see it has a profit tree niche score of 100. That's as good as it gets. They're saying that there is great opportunity here as a function of the demand and the competition on these keywords. So I love that. That's a great place to start. $92,000 a month in revenue being generated. It's a far cry from the numbers associated with the word gift, but the more you niche down, often like the more of a splash you're able to make. Like I'm going to be learning as I go what customers really want in terms of design, in terms of keywords, in terms of the product. I mean, there are a lot of different mugs in Printify. If we go back here for a second and just type the word mug in, I know I started with my favorite mugs, which are just the basic 11 ounce and 15 ounce white mugs, specifically the 11 ounce, sold, thousands and thousands of those. But you can see they've got the tumblers, they've got the glass mugs, they've got a beer stein, perfect for Oktoberfest. They've got the two-tone mugs, they've got the camper mugs, they've got everything here in Printify. Just an insanely massive catalog. Clear glass mug with handles, engraving in a glass mug as well. They're constantly adding to it. The sipper glass with straw. They've even got koozies, which I'm pretty sure koozies a protected word, so you can't call it that. So they call it the can cooler. Frosted pint glasses. They've got everything. So understand that while you're doing research, if you see something that you think has potential, just write it down. I always keep Notepad open and I'll just copy paste the URLs and I'll come back to it later, just in case you don't have Printify's entire catalog memorized, or if you think you do, they're adding new products all the time. So you just want to come back to it later. But let's take a peek. The first one, well, we recognize this product listing. We just saw it doing 189 sales a month. That's our personalized retirement mug. Every sip tastes like it's not my problem anymore. The next one says, I used to work with absolute legends. Yes, they bought me this mug. Doing 143 sales a month, 2,100 in monthly revenue. The next one says, effing quitter. Oops. I mean, happy retirement 2025. That's doing 1,300 sales a month. The next one says, funny hidden swear message. How is that a hidden swear message? They've got some good ones. By the way, I love the funny. Okay, now I see it. It says F this, but it's hidden. That's pretty good. Yeah, funny, anything that can evoke emotion, guys. Like a retirement gift. First of all, the whole gifting category is usually about evoking emotion. But if it's a funny gift, to me, those are deadly keywords in terms of opportunity for you, the seller, to have a product go viral. Not to just net a few sales, but to launch products that are going to be recurring bestsellers. Now, of course, the hardest sale to make is the first sale, because you have to prove to the Etsy algorithm, hey, like I'm selling a quality product that people actually want. After that, though, the sky's the limit. I mean, of course, first sale, then you got to go to 2 sales, then 2 to 4, 4 to 8, but it only gets easier as it climbs, assuming that you do have a quality product that's getting a high click-through rate and a high conversion rate. Next, happy custom retirement mug. It says happy retirement, a name, 2025, and it says new chapter begins. That's doing 1,200 revenue a month. The next one is another hidden swear word design. The next one says officially retired 2025 with a name on the back. That's doing 1,250 a month. Next one says retirements. I gotta check this one a little bit closer. Remember the past with fondness. Look to the future with eagerness. Live every moment to the fullest. Colossians 3:17. By the way, retirement is going to sell year round because people retire year round, but a lot of people retire at the end of a calendar year. So you're still going to see a spike associated with retirement products in the gift giving season. Plus, a lot of these retirement themed designs and products, they don't have to be necessarily all about retirement. Like some of them could just be like some of them that we looked at before where it just says F this and it's a hidden curse word design, right? Like that can get indexed on the word retirement, but also could sell year round and be a popular gift that's given as an office holiday party white elephant gift. Those are the types of products I love. This one says, I used to work with absolute legends. I mean, that's a retirement mug. That's not going to go well in the fourth quarter if it's not somebody that's retired. You can see though, there's just so many, well, actually there's so many hidden curse word mugs. And this would be where I would start. I would literally start with these. So let's just go through and then we'll close out the video. Hidden swear word mugs are doing, this is just monthly revenue. And I'm going to go through all the listings that I see. 450 a month, 807 a month, 750 a month, 750 a month. I'm doing a little bit of rounding up here. Up here, 1,000 a month. Up here, 800 a month. Okay, so those hidden swear word mugs are going to see an uptick in the fourth quarter as gifts between coworkers and between family members, and they're great retirement gifts. That is the type of product that I want to be selling. This right here. And there's no guesswork. We're seeing the data. We just looked at what, like 5 or 6 different listings indexed on similar keywords with similar performance. And if you're charging $10, keep in mind, because Printify's got these available at such a great price, it says $4.93, but that's because I don't have Printify Premium on my account that I use for these videos. If you have Printify Premium, guys, $3.68. That's a really healthy profit margin of around $6. And then of course, Etsy takes a fee. But if you're making $5 and change per order, you pass the shipping cost along to your customer, you're cooking with gas. That's what it's all about. And those are the types of things that can go viral. I just recently dropped another video talking about how I was selling print-on-demand journals through Amazon KDP, but you can also do it through Printify. And I'll link to that video right here in case you missed it. But I shared how my most successful niche in the first 3 months, when I made $3,500 in profit from nothing, from 0 listings, to 3 months later, $3,500 profit, was selling in the office holiday party, white elephant, coworker gift exchange niche. That's one of my favorites. So I love that from this video. Profit Tree helped us find this niche opportunity, but there is countless more. So I'm going to drop a link to Profit Tree in the description, as well as Printify, and my code to get Printify Premium for a free month if you're not already using it, guys. Thank you for watching till the end, and I'll see you soon with another new video.